The Russia-Ukraine crisis is certainly rocked the world. It's the most aggressive action by a country since the Second World War. Putin is a strong leader, but it seems a crazy situation where he's attacked Ukraine. He says that he's going to just take out the military base of Ukraine so that he doesn't want to occupy. He just wants Ukraine to be defenseless and not go into NATO. Of course, we know that he said at one stage he wasn't going to invade into Ukraine. So is that correct? Or will he go a stage further and are other countries exposed? What's the effects on the stock markets? What's the effects on crypto? What's the effects on you personally? Okay, well, actually, I'm going to say that it's a Euro war. Okay, we should not underestimate that this is going to continue for a period of time with cyber attacks, with volatility, not only in the stock market, but also countries being super concerned about Putin. Who will stand up to him? The world lacks strong leaders right now. And of course, Putin is a strong leader, but he doesn't have in the rest of the West right now strong leaders that can actually stand up to him. The American economy will actually be affected less than anybody else. Perhaps that's why Biden is seeming to be less concerned. He hasn't sent troops. He hasn't really given any backup and support to the Ukrainian people. Whatever he says, should he have done? Of course, if you draw America into this, it becomes a more bloody battle. But then on the other hand, you'd also argue that if somebody doesn't stand up at some stage, does it continue? Of course, you'll have your own opinions. Okay, let me look at the stock market. Let me look at the crypto market. So at least you can make the decisions from an investment point of view. That's my job. Or in this tragic situation. I know people in Ukraine. I'm sure many of you do. And of course, it's a crazy situation. Stock market dropped off. Of course, it doesn't like volatility or uncertainty, but actually it started then to rebound. Expect it to be volatile going forward. But bear in mind, it doesn't affect America as much as the rest of the world. You'll see that tech stock in particular, in my opinion, will actually do well. And yesterday you saw people buying into tech stock, and you saw, although there was a sell-off in the morning in America, actually rebounded. You've seen the same rebound in cryptocurrencies. The Ukrainian people are actually turning to crypto. Right now their banks are shut, their ATMs are shut. They can't do international transfers. So there, obviously, people are going to turn to crypto. Well, it's interesting to see that America didn't ban the SWIFT system, which of course Russia depends on for its banking. It actually seems that America has tried to take easy targets like the rich Russians rather than actually stand up to it. Of course, it doesn't want oil prices going up. It doesn't want the gas price going up. So it's taken action against individuals. UK's done the same. It's going against the banks, Russian banks. It's going against individual Russians. But actually, it's not really standing up to Russia. So where does that leave the world right now? Well, it leaves it nervous, particularly in Europe. You've got European banks that will be exposed to Russian investments and indeed Russian money. So less effect for America, more effect for Europe. And of course, where does it stop? There'll be many, particularly perhaps in the Balkan states, that will be concerned that if Russia can attack Ukraine in the way that it has, will anybody help them? Will anybody defend them should it see attacks there? So if you're looking at the stock market, then oil obviously increases. That means certainly for the short term, and some of that priced in, the oil companies will do well. For me, tech stock, and also if I'm investing cryptocurrencies, I believe they will recover and they will actually see, although more aggressive and more adventurous from an investment point of view, those will be the ones that see the biggest returns. It's been a crazy, 2-3 years, hasn't it? Okay, what a crazy time. Will it all stop? Okay, well, of course, we hope it certainly stops soon. We see the Ukrainian forces trying to defend themselves, but at some stage, we realize the power of Russia is going to make that difficult. So we hope that the conflict ends as quickly as possible, even if that does mean that Russia, certainly from a human sacrifice point of view, even if Russia is in control of Ukraine, okay, we personally prefer actually it was over faster. so that people, individuals, civilians can settle down and actually reorganize their lives as indeed they want to do. If you're investing money, don't be taking money out of the market. It's the wrong time to be selling. If you're brave, it's the right time to actually be carefully investing in the right areas. Always talk to a financial advisor. Always be selective on what you're investing. Always diversify. Please like, please share the video. Please give me your thoughts on this particular crisis.